Hello and welcome back to the Squadcast, the official podcast of Glasgow Warriors. Thank you again for tuning in week after week as well. And thank you for everybody that listened into last week and enjoyed Sione Vailanu taking no time to answer. They would really rather not sit next to Lucio on a plane. Murphy, your immediate reaction to that as we reflect on last week?
Last week's game or the Squadcast?
Either or, to be honest.
Squadcast, brilliant. That was a good one.
Yeah. Tenuously segueing into reflecting on last week's game.
Straight into the game. Scrappy bonus point away win, but I mean bonus point away win. It was a 4 out of 10 performance from us at the very best, but to still get a bonus point away is it just shows the character we've got as a squad and how we dug in. And there was a few of us watching at Old Schoolhouse, and we were getting. It was very tense at half time, shall we say, and then eventually. Yeah, we knew the boys would pull it through. Yeah,
talked us a little bit. Obviously, we touched on Big Sione there as well, getting over the mall from about 2 yards out. Delhi with his first try for us. Johnny Matthews just being Johnny, basically. I think he's now up to 6th in the all-time try-scoring list for the club.
Interesting.
I mean, as a front rower, does that fill you with delight or envy?
Envy. I'm still yet to score. But no, it was. Did you see that incredible stat about Delhi? Yeah, from 2,800 and something days.
It's a lot. It's hat tip to Top of the Moon on Twitter for that one.
Yeah,
since he last scored a try.
He scored a try in the URC against Ospreys for his first try, and his second try ever scored in the URC was against Ospreys in Swansea, both away, which is crazy.
Wow.
The other crazy bit from that is our first win in Swansea since 2018.
Wow.
Which was, we don't tend to go to Swansea that often, but we've done it, I think, 3 times in that spell until Saturday.
Let's make it a more regular thing because it was good fun. It was a good watch.
One man who also will remember Saturday for a pretty decent time, first game this calendar year, Sintu Manjezi. Welcome to the Squadcast.
Thanks for having me.
It's only taking you a year to get on.
Well, I was saying to this to him, I seem to remember we'd had a chat back in January, maybe like pre-Perpignan. There's we'll get Sintu. Like, he's been here for 6 months. He can now like actually talk about it. And then out, and we're like, it'll be out for a couple of weeks. And then 6 months later, we finally get you on the Squadcast.
I'm here at last.
How are you? You doing well?
No, all good. Glad to be back on the field.
Yeah.
Everything's going well at the moment.
Yeah, how was that for you? Obviously, first game back in the swing of things. You've been back training with us for a while now.
I've been back training for about maybe 4 or 5 weeks. But obviously, getting out there, the prep just before the game is always different. I've travelled as a non-playing reserve, but obviously when you have to actually play and start the game, you have to kind of take your mind into the place that this is a game. So it was good to get those butterfly feelings, that whole feeling of I'm going to actually play, you need to concentrate on everything and stuff like that. Not the greatest start, getting a head knock like that. I'm glad I passed my HIA and I was just able to contribute after that.
I mean, having Sintu here has been a great addition so far.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't try and blow your ego up too much since, but you've had a year in Glasgow now. What's your biggest learnings from having 1 year in Glasgow as a city? Not as a club, just as a city.
As a city.
The fact it gets dark at 20 to 5
yeah,
on a Tuesday.
He's used to load shedding, so.
Yeah, I'm used to load shedding. Yeah. I think how dark it gets, I've had to adapt to that. How cold it gets. Normally, in South Africa, if it's like a cold day out, you're like, okay, cool, I'm going to chill indoors. A sunny day is going to come like in the next few days. But yeah, from like November till Jan, it's quite cold. So you need to adapt to just being about, getting around. And that's probably been one of the biggest things I've probably had to adapt to.
The lack of heat.
The lack of heat, yeah.
I was going to say, I think we're both born and bred Scottish, and that's we're still getting used to that. I think
this is perfect weather for us, like ducks.
Speaking of perfect weather, obviously that is the perfect tenuous segue to lean into Saturday here at Scotstoun, Benetton, round 5 of the URC.
Benetton, 7:35 p.m. Get your tickets. It's going to be a great night. There's going to be some fun things on before the game. There's going to be some great things on during the game, and you can get your autographs with all the players after the game.
You pulled it back right at the end there. You were slightly struggling as to what you were going to start.
I didn't know where I was going with that, to be honest. But
I kind of really nice because we were just talking a little bit off air that obviously the both of you had played in last year's game, 37-0 here last October.
Great game.
Yeah. Great game. You apparently forgot you were involved in this game.
Yeah, genuinely completely forgot, which is obviously shows you how long ago I played, unfortunately. But yeah, like I said off air, a clip came up from last year's game, just trying to show what we want to do, and clip came up of Gregor ball presenting. It was really good. Got some quick ball, and then someone else carried and had a good ball present. I was like, that's a great clip. Turns out it was me, and I was like, I do not remember this game or playing it. So yeah, I went home after training and actually just like flicked through it and replayed it again. Saw Nons' big try.
Really good try that actually.
Yeah.
Again, from your side, you obviously made your debut away to Benetton last year. We won't talk about that game.
Yeah, I think we should put that one under the cup.
But that home game is obviously Nod's making his first start
Yeah.
here, running in from 60. Are you looking at that going, that could have been me?
So no, I think I just cleaned
Not
the
a
breakdown.
chance.
I just cleaned the breakdown when Nons just picked up. And as he picked up, I was like, Nons, no. And then he just kept on running and there was a gap. And I was like, and now obviously now I'm trying to go clean behind him. But to be fair, he had quite a lot of wheels on him because I didn't actually catch him. I didn't actually catch him till he got into the try line. So really great try. Probably not with my acceleration. But yeah, he got out the blocks quite well there. Credit to Nons.
Sorry, we'll
And
just
the
wait until Saturday.
Argentines linking up as well.
Yeah, Domingo
Domingo and Seba linking up. I, again, completely forgot about that.
He always just seems to be in the right place at the right time to Seba. He's always there.
Yeah.
I mean, he could, if he wants to be, he could be. He just turns the wheels on and all of a sudden he's there.
Yeah.
And then obviously a couple more tries that game.
Couple more tries, one from Fraz, one from Sione again.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
sort of all-court game on that one.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll be the same again this week. But I think credit to Benetton. I think they're 4 from 4, the only team left in the competition that've got undefeated or unbeaten, should I say. And they've really invested in the team this year, so they're not really what they used to be. So it gives us a new challenge and a bit of an exciting one for, especially for the fans, because it'll be a lot tighter than those previous games.
Tickets still available, glasgowwarriors.org. Anyway, on with the Squadcast. In front of Murphy, we've got our winter hat this year, which is code for I left the other one at home today. But in that hat, we have a bunch of your suggestions from Instagram. Last week, we finally resolved the technical issues we had. There was a bunch of new questions in there. There are some other questions in there. However, before we get any further, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Rory.
Happy birthday, Rory. One of our dedicated listeners from St Andrews. We hope you're having a fantastic
Happy birthday, Rory.
Top man. And keep the questions coming in as and when you can, but enjoy your birthday. We'll let you have the day off.
Have a great day.
Your salary's in the post. Murphy, question 1.
Right, question 1. Get some ASMR.
That's what you think ASMR is. We need to have a chat.
Right. Sintu.
Yeah.
Most stylish in the squad and least stylish in the squad. It's a great question.
So of all the questions in there off the Instagram, that one's not.
Oh, really?
That's from Yana, who is our operations
smart.
assistant.
I like that, Yana.
Most stylish, I'd probably say Sione, Nons, small Nons.
We Nons, yeah.
Two.
We
Pilatu.
Nons, yeah, to
She'll love that. That was her answer as well.
Yeah, he's very out there with it, which is like what I kind of like.
Trendy.
Trendy. You've got to be able to guys that wear like conservative kind of stuff won't really stick out, and he's kind of out there with it. Which is really what I like about him. So he normally gets it right a few times. A few outfits where I'm like, I'm not too sure about that. That's a bit too much.
He pushes
the limit. But I mean, if you want to be a stylish guy, you've always got to push the limit. Least trendy or fashionable guy, I'll probably say,
Murphy sweating nervously in the corner over there.
I'm in a lovely, nice Sherpa hoodie at the moment.
You know what? Del, my boy Del. You might not like us. You might not like us, but I'd say him, and it's because he's pure dad outfit, jeans, white tackies, any t-shirt. He really doesn't care, to be honest. Chelsea probably helps him pick up a lot of these clothes. So I'd probably go with Del.
You go back a fair bit with Delhi, don't you?
Not. I mean, we've kind of known each other, and obviously he's from the Eastern Cape, so we've kind of linked up quite well like that. He went to a rival school, Queen's College, a rival school of my school. So obviously we've got a lot to talk about, and I've played with a lot of people that he knows, and he's played with like a lot of people that I know. So yeah, it was kind of an easy link up once I came across the site.
Fair enough. Murphy, would you go along with both of those choices, or?
I definitely think Nons is up there. I remember the last, what do you call it, end of season dinner. He came
with
out
the flare pants.
The flares.
Oh, I love that, bro. I love that.
He had the flare trousers on, which was, to me, I don't think I could pull it off. I need to get myself flare trews.
Yeah.
Tartan trews flares. So Any listeners out there that know any decent tartan shops, get me a set of flares. Yeah, he's up there. Also, a man that looks like he gets changed in the dark is Tommy Gordon.
Yeah, I had him there as well. I had him there as well.
He's just very easy going. I
Yeah.
don't think he puts that much in. Yeah.
There's no messing around.
Nah, fair
Yeah.
play.
Whatever he finds on the floor, he's picking up first, chucking it on, and coming to train.
The one that always comes back to when it comes to questions like this from like awards dinners is Kebble with his Ron Burgundy suit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kebble, give him his due. He is very stylish,
Yeah,
especially
he
when he
is.
gets fancy with it. I remember he wore, or was it him or Batty that wore the like velvet velour jacket, pink jacket or red jacket, dinner
That was him,
jacket.
yeah.
Was that Ollie?
That was Ollie.
Yeah.
I've seen pictures. of that.
Looked smart. No, it's you get so used to boys being in your kit every day, and you're all wearing the same thing every day, and then as soon as it's like a team social or it's a
Team
big
dinner or
event,
something, yeah.
team dinner, boys really show what they're made of, and some boys come out on top, some are just like the dads. You can tell who's got a kid.
Josh McCar's always got the boots and jeans on. Classic look of his.
Yeah,
Which
country Josh.
Yeah, country Josh, which I kind of like, to be fair.
Nice.
But yeah, Xander and Daly are jeans, white shoes, t-shirt.
Yeah,
Done.
yeah.
Can't say fairer than that. Anyway, question 2.
Question 2. I'm actually excited because they're all new
They're all
ones.
new, yeah. It's not often we get this.
Who has the most unusual skill that helps a squad win? From Ospenlaw on Instagram.
Yes, unfortunately, we couldn't work out your name from that one, but
Ospenlaw.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
thank you for submitting your question.
Right, so who's got the most unusual skill that helps a squad win? Unusual.
Unusual. Flip. I'm trying to think of first
What's
an
an unusual
unusual skill.
Somebody bulleting a 25-meter pass out the back door or something. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'd love to be able to help you out, but obviously
Yeah.
I'm not on the pitch when
Yeah,
these things happen.
I'm
So.
trying to think of what.
great.
I'm trying to think of what an unusual skill is.
Can any...
You know what? If Big Nons could play prop, that would really help.
Take my job, though.
If Big Nons could play prop, that could help the squad. But I don't have any on the top of my mind. Unusual skill, to be fair with you.
No. Demo loves an offload, we know that.
He does. He
And he
does.
can pull them out from
From
anywhere.
Yeah. Demo with these offloads is
There was one
pretty
game
good.
last year. I can't remember what it was, but Demo, I seem to remember, just threw like an American football style offload in the middle of the pitch.
Yeah. like that.
Yeah.
You should see him at units with American
Oh.
football. So if he catches the ball, like say it's a 5-man line out and he just stood at the back just in case there's no overthrow, he'll get the ball and he'll launch it with a cannon with like American football style back to the hookers.
What is he like to actually play? Because again, the other club that always comes back is I think it was Cole Forbes' try against the Dragons here. Catches it off a restart. And you've got to watch the replay a little bit again, but he just transfers the ball from one hand to another while running at full tilt, whilst also handing off a Dragons defender.
Yeah, on one hand.
Like, how... I mean, I'm assuming that just makes everybody's lives easier when you've got somebody who's got that amount of confidence in his own ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's quite very athletic player.
Yeah.
And obviously has the ability to do a lot because he's quite a skillful player. And I think a lot of guys like that, you just need to be supporting them so they can express themselves.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if you've got Quade Cooper, like a hot step at 10, you can't really, if you're not supporting him or anything like that, he's not able to play his game. So I think we're fortunate in our team that we've got Demo who's got all that ability and all that skill, and then it's just about everyone surrounding him, just running support lines so he can pull off an offload and do what he does best.
Yeah, there was a wee clip of him in the summer, I think, where the ball was on the floor and he picks it up between his, like, on the run, like almost like lunges over the ball and picks it up through his legs and starts galloping. So yeah, I'd say that's, for that question anyway. I can't think of.
Yeah.
We'll have to sit and think about that one for a wee bit longer, but that's a great question.
Ospenlaw.
Ospenlaw.
It's going to go back in the hat, so we'll get pulled out at some point again in the future. But yeah.
Yeah. Right.
All right.
Next one. I did the raffle at the weekend, by the way, and this is
Oh, yeah.
exactly the same. Went for the old Rod Stewart impression.
Oh, you did? Okay, the classic. Nice.
Yeah. Right. You can job swap with one non-playing staff member for a day. Who is it and why? From said nobody.
I could job.
Do you go coach or do you go background staff?
I go Stu,
Which Stu?
old Stu.
Stu do.
I feel like his job is very chilled. Like he's in and out here when he needs to be. Sometimes not here when you need him as a player.
So you think he does nothing?
To be fair, I think he does that. And then Tom. So I also say this because Tom Gordon was like moving apartments and stuff like that, and he was telling me once he had moved, Stu was so helpful and all that kind of stuff. And he's like, "Oh, flip, thanks, Stu. Thanks for being so helpful. Like, let me get you like a gift." So he got him a gift, and then Stu sends him a message saying, "Yo, this is actually like my job. Like he's meant to be doing that kind of stuff." And then Tom's like, "Flip, why did I get him a gift? Like that's his job." So like, I mean, he's got quite a broad title. And I mean, yeah, he does help out the boys a lot, but it feels like he's on his own time. Yeah.
I feel like Stu, as a keen Squadcast listener, is going to come and pull you aside at some point in the next.
Yeah, you'll get it in the neck.
You're on your own here, Sintu.
Yeah. Craig's got an easy job, eh?
Yeah, pick on the guy that does the media.
No, I would tell you who the last people I want to swap with is physios.
Yeah.
They are incredibly hardworking and probably don't get
enough credit
they
for
don't
how much they help in the background, to be fair.
And they're in so early and in so late.
Yeah.
And they do so much work and it's all hands on, so it's not exactly you just sat behind a computer.
Yeah,
so.
And they probably have to deal with us when we're injured and stuff like that, and that's not always a good sign to be with a rugby player. So yeah.
Yeah, when you've got like 10 grumpy rugby players trying to get fit, it's probably not the most ideal situation to be in. But
yeah.
So that would be the last person I want to swap with.
So you're all good. Physios, stand down. Murphy's not coming for you.
Yeah, exactly. You can chill. Quite like the idea of Pump's job, but also I don't like the idea of it because it seems like
there's a lot of moving parts.
A lot of moving parts logistically.
Yeah.
Dealing with players and dealing with coaches, and you're just like I don't want to give them too much credit, but I was going to say you feel like a bit like a heartbeat of the club. Like everyone goes towards you if anything goes wrong or anything at all in general, really. So I'm going to go with something that's right down my alley. Al Dickinson. I'll go scrum coach for a day.
I knew as soon as you were going with that, it's like, this is where you're going.
Yeah, well, to me, it would be the easiest transfer from being player straight to coach. Yeah. Just for a day. Just like, boys, come on, scrum.
Just going to stop at scrum? You're not gonna,
scrum.
You're going to give Franco the day off? No?
Oh, no chance. No chance.
That's a bit intense.
Yeah, I'd stress out my nut. But yeah, Dicko, I could just blow my whistle a couple of times. Scrum. Elbow up. Hips lower. Knees lower.
Couple of drills.
Everything he tells Sintu to do. So.
Oh, here we go.
And the fight started.
Next. Oh, this is from Alfie Cardew on Instagram. Best Glasgow player in the last 10 years.
Now, Sintu, you're obviously... It depends how closely you've watched Glasgow in the last 10 years, I guess. But we can narrow this down to...
2 years.
2 years, yeah. The time you have been here, if that's the way you want to go. Murphy, you don't get this. You've been here for years.
So I've probably known Glasgow from back in my Cheetahs days, so about 2019.
You played Scotstoun here?
Yeah, I played at Scotstoun here. So I'll go from there till about here. Let you guys go first. Let me just think about that.
Yeah, we're going to do something in time. Murphy, you've obviously, you grew up supporting the club. You've seen everything since the last 10 years.
This makes it even harder.
It does. There's a lot to choose from.
Like I've probably got 6 names that stand out.
All right, let's run.
Right, first one, Nico.
Obvious. Is that our game on Saturday down in Swansea?
Nico Leone.
Speaking of offloads.
Yeah, exactly.
I was thinking of him.
Finn.
What else needs said?
Exactly. Hoggy.
Again.
Sean Lamont.
Nice. Is that just for the hairdo, or?
No, just because he was an incredible winger when he played, and obviously a centurion for Scotland as well.
Next on Johnny's hit list from a try scoring point of view, anyway.
Exactly.
That's the top 5.
Oh, there's actually more than 6, isn't there?
I like the fact you've not named a single prop in this so far.
I'm on 5.
Okay, there we go.
Ed Kalman's up there if he listens.
Why might Ed be on that list there for you?
Yeah. Chris Fazaro.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, there's so many that
There's probably a good
Pete
segment.
Horn.
There's probably a good segment in here that we could just name a team, to be honest. But
It would be
you've
so
just
hard.
named- For me, Nico.
yeah.
In 2019, actually, Nico, after the game, he took us out for a few drinks afterwards, and we had some cover with him.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
That was really nice of him to do that. Nakarawa, obviously, because of how well he played. I think he was European Player of the Year, yeah?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, and then I kind of started following Glasgow because of that. I'm trying to think anyone else that kind of stands out.
Would you have played against Leone at any point? Or
Nah, I
never
didn't
quite
play
crossed?
against Leo. I don't know maybe if he was injured or anything like
Yeah,
that. But I did play against Nico.
Yeah. As an opposition player, like, is he as mental and undefendable as it looks like he is from the stands? Like, do you just look at him when
Is
you get the
this
ball?
Nico?
Nico.
Oh, Nico. Yeah, definitely. Obviously, if you with that explosiveness and being able to step and do all the classic things that Fijians can do, it's very difficult to defend against that because it's not direct. It's not he's going to go that way. You've got like multiple things to think about. So yeah, very difficult.
We're going with is that the unified answer?
Yeah,
on this one?
well, I keep sitting here and there's more keep
There's
coming
more,
to my
yeah.
head.
We could be here for a while.
Alex Dunbar. Oh God, yeah, I generally could be here.
Yeah.
Like even Wills, like
I mean, I was going to say we haven't actually mentioned Rob yet. who's
Rob,
usually-
Wills, both the Greys, like Johnny and
Yeah.
Suave, Callum Gibbons,
Yeah.
Josh Strauss.
This
Yeah,
might be the
credit-
Squadcast
credit
Christmas
to Josh
special this year.
You could generally
I
just
think
be
Johnny Gray had hadn't missed a tackle for quite a long streak. Yeah,
Mental. Like
yeah.
He-
I remember hearing that. That's also how I kind of heard about Glasgow as well.
If Johnny's listening, all the best for your recovery as well. Don't know if you listen.
RV, Sam Johnson. This is a mental list when you think about it. It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
Glasgow's
great.
really had some really, really good players over the years.
Yeah, we've
actually.
been very fortunate to see a lot of very good talents, both from Scotland and from our own
Yeah,
places.
but that is a great question which we have left unanswered. So take your pick from any 20 I just said there.
Yeah, we'll go with one more.
One more. Right. If the squad had to cook a meal for every player, who would cook it as the head chef? From Andy72G on Instagram. Thank you, Andy. Funny you say that. Our head chef is called Andy.
There we go.
So, is that Andy?
Is that
Andy?
Is he trying?
Is he trying to get on the squad course? Yeah.
Is he trying to figure out what we actually want for lunch instead of cooking what he cooks? It's a great question. Right, so what are you cooking for the
probably-
squad? Or what? Sorry.
Who would
Who
cook it?
would cook?
I'd say Lucio probably.
Yes.
He's probably the go-to guy with the meat and all of that kind of stuff. I'll give the Saffers, JP and Nath.
True, yeah.
Yeah, they can braai. We call it braai barbecue. You guys call it this side. They could really make a good one. So yeah, probably those three.
Lucio would be the first one I think to come to
It's
mind.
normally the front row kind of guys that are really good with that. In most teams,
Funny that.
I'm not too sure why the reason that is.
Funny that.
But it's normally you normally leave it to the front row, the props, and the props normally are good on the prize.
Yeah, I mean, Lucio is the obvious answer. I
Yeah.
thought, you follow him on Instagram, you see every now and again, he got a massive setup out in his
Yeah,
garden.
it's got a massive setup.
Just gets about 40 steaks, pasta, chips, God knows what else, and it looks amazing. Yeah, it's a great answer. And then obviously, like Saffas, I mean, they're amazing at what they do.
Everyone
Thanks,
always
man.
comes up with like food-related questions is always Jamie Batty as well.
Whether
he's
so
a cook or whether he knows where
Batty, yeah, exactly
to
that.
go. Yeah.
I don't know what his cooking skills like, but his recommendations for restaurants are unbelievable.
His taste is brilliant.
Yes, his taste is brilliant.
Great, yeah.
But in terms of cooking, uncertain. I'm trying to think of other boys that are like Scottish that love chefing.
There'll be somebody out there.
If I was forced to do it, I'd just make the biggest pasta dish ever.
That was going to be my next question. Is if you were cooking for the rest of the squad.
Pasta?
Just pasta. Yeah.
Imagine, like, because every time I make pasta, I always I put the pasta into like a bowl. Like the bowl I'm going to use to eat, I've always poured into there. I'm like, yep, that's a good amount. Cook it. 10 minutes later, I've got a family of 6 amount of pasta in my pot. So yeah, I would go for pasta if I had to. What about you, Since?
I'd braai barbecue.
Would
That's
you?
probably
Solid.
the easiest.
What's your signature on the braai?
So I normally do a couple of steaks, lamb chops, and some chicken wings.
Nice.
With some corn on the braai, and then that's about it.
Okay, I think we're all
We've
going
got
to
a
Sintu's now.
South African thing called chakalaka, which is like beans, like carrots, which normally spicy beans thing with some carrots and stuff like that. So it normally goes quite nicely onto the braai. Any South Africans listening will, if you want to check it out, Google chakalaka. It's really good with the braai.
Nice.
So,
Nothing like food chat at 5 o'clock.
yeah, I mean, we always end up here.
So
Take me
hungry.
home. Take me home.
Yeah, before Murphy starts munching his way through the microphone here, I think we should probably call an end to episode 5 of season 2 of the Squadcast. Sintu, it's been a pleasure.
Thanks
Well
for
worth the
having
wait, and fingers crossed again if you're in the matchday squad this weekend. Go well and all the best for that.
Appreciate that.
Murphy,
Appreciate that.
to yourself as well. Obviously, you're back here next week. You don't have a choice in this. You've signed a contract with the
Absolutely.
Squadcast for this now. And we'll see you here next week as well, Warrior Nation. Don't forget, tickets still available for this Saturday's game against Benetton, 7:35 kickoff, available at glasgowwarriors.org. Let's get you packing out Scotstoun and let's get behind the boys on the field. In the meantime, he's been Murphy Walker, he's been Sintu Manjezi, I've been Craig Wright, and this has been the Glasgow Warriors Squadcast.